Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're tackling a common issue on the 5.3 Vortec engine, a faulty oil pressure sensor. A bad sensor can cause inaccurate readings, trigger warning lights, and even affect engine performance. Luckily, it's a pretty straightforward DIY job. Let's get started. First things first, safety is paramount. Disconnect the negative battery cable. This prevents any accidental electrical issues while we're working. Next, locate the oil pressure sensor. On most 5.3 Vortecs, it's located at the back of the engine, near the top. It can be a tight spot, so good lighting is essential. You might need a flashlight or a headlamp. Now, let's talk about the tools you'll need. You'll need a specialized oil pressure sensor socket. A regular socket won't work because of the sensor's shape. You'll also need a ratchet, an extension, various lengths can be helpful, a new oil pressure sensor, and some Teflon tape or thread sealant. Some people prefer a deep well socket. Make sure you get the correct replacement sensor for your specific year and model 5.3 Vortec. Now that we're ready, let's remove the old sensor. Attach the oil pressure sensor socket to the ratchet and extension. Carefully maneuver the socket onto the old sensor. Make sure it's seated properly. Apply steady pressure and begin to loosen the sensor. It might be on there pretty tight. Once you've broken it loose, you can usually unscrew it by hand. Be prepared for a little bit of oil to leak out when you remove the old sensor. Have a rag handy to wipe up any spills. Inspect the area where the sensor was mounted. Make sure the threads are clean. Now, let's install the new sensor. Apply Teflon tape or thread sealant to the threads of the new oil pressure sensor. This will help prevent leaks. Be careful not to over-apply it. Hand tighten the new sensor into place. Then, use the oil pressure sensor socket to tighten it further. Don't over-tighten it. Follow the torque specifications for your specific vehicle. If you don't have the torque specs, a good rule of thumb is to tighten it snugly, but not excessively. Now that the new sensor is installed, reconnect the electrical connector. Make sure it clicks into place securely. Double-check all your connections and ensure everything is tight. Reconnect the negative battery cable. Start the engine and let it idle for a few minutes. Check for any oil leaks around the sensor. Also, monitor the oil pressure gauge or light to make sure it's reading correctly. If you see any leaks, tighten the sensor slightly. If the oil pressure reading is still incorrect, you may have another issue, such as a faulty gauge or wiring problem. That's it. You've successfully replaced the oil pressure sensor on your 5.3 Vortec. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more automotive repair videos. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. Happy wrenching!